It is truly my honor and I am very humbled to now, on behalf of myself, the staff, and my fellow students, to introduce to you the President of the United States, President Barack Obama.
Hello, Texas. Well, howdy, Manor. Go Titans. Now, I hear that there's a rule that anyone who gives a presentation in front of the class has to dress up, so I made sure to wear a tie. I didn't want to lose points. I want to thank Tevin for the very generous introduction. Give Tevin a big round of applause. I want to thank Principal Zipkis for his great work. I want to thank Dylan and John for showing me around. Great job. We've got a number of other luminaries here today. First of all, we've got Acting Secretaries of Commerce and Labor, Becky Blank and Seth Harris. There they are right there. Becky's going to be leaving us to become the president of University of Wisconsin-Madison. So if y'all are interested in cold weather, you can apply. You've got the hookup right here, and she's going to do a great job. We've got Congressman Lloyd Doggett, who's here. We've got Mayor Jeff Turner, who's here. And it is Teacher Appreciation Week. So, all the teachers, raise your hands. Everybody give them a big round of applause. We appreciate you. Teachers work hard every single day, and they don't do it for the money. They do it because of the love of learning and love of their students, and so we could not be prouder of them, and we are grateful to all of them, and I want to thank all of you for a Texas-sized welcome. Now, those of you who have seats, feel free to sit down. Those of you who don't, you're out of luck. So you got to keep standing. So this is the first stop that I'm making on a tour of the Austin area today. And I chose Austin partly because I just love Austin. But also because there's some terrific things going on in this area, in communities like Manor. And there are terrific things going on in communities all across the country that are good models for all of America to follow. You might not know this because if you listen to all the doom and gloom in Washington and politics, and you're watching cable TV, sometimes you might get kind of thinking nothing's going right. But the truth is there's a lot of reasons for us to feel optimistic about where we're headed as a country, especially after all the tough times that we've been through over the last several years. And that should encourage us to roll up our sleeves and work even harder and work together to take on the challenges that are still holding back parts of our economy. In a little over 3 years, our businesses have now created more than 6.5 million new jobs. And while our unemployment rate is still too high, it's actually the lowest that it's been since 2008. But that's not good enough. Now we've got to create even more good middle-class jobs, and we've got to do it faster so that by the time you guys graduate from college, the job market is strong. Corporate profits have skyrocketed to all-time highs, but that's not good enough. we've got to make sure that middle-class wages and incomes are also going up, because most families haven't seen their take-home pay rise for years now. Our housing market is healing, but that's not good enough. We still need to help a lot of families stay in their homes or refinance to take advantage of historically low interest rates. Our deficits are falling at the fastest rate in years, but now we've got to budget in a smarter way so it doesn't hurt middle-class families or prevent us from making the critical investments that we need for your future. So a lot of sectors of our economy are doing better. The American auto industry is thriving. American energy is booming. American ingenuity in our tech sector continues to be the best in the world and has the potential to change almost everything that we do. And thanks to the grit and determination of the American people, we've cleared away the rubble of the worst economic crisis in our lifetimes. So we're poised for progress all across America. Americans are working harder, and they're living up to their responsibilities, both to themselves and to one another and to their communities every single day. Part of our challenge, though, is you've got to try to see the same kind of seriousness of purpose in your leaders, from Washington to Wall Street. All of us have to commit ourselves to doing better than we're doing now. And all of us have to rally around the single greatest challenge that we face as a country right now, and that's reigniting the true engine of economic growth, a rising, thriving middle class where if you work hard, no matter what you look like, where you come from, you can succeed. That's what we're fighting for. Now, there are three things that we've got to focus on to create more jobs and opportunity for the middle class. First of all, we've got to make America a magnet for good jobs. Second, we've got to help people earn the education and develop the skills they need to do those jobs. And number three, we've got to make sure that people who are working hard are able to achieve a decent living. All right, that's what we got to focus on. And I've sent Congress proposals on a whole range of ideas that will help in these three areas: creating jobs, helping families stay in their homes, lifting wages, helping more young people get a good education and afford college. But some of them have been blocked in Congress for, frankly, political reasons. And I'm going to keep on trying. You know, I'm an optimistic guy, so I'm just going to keep on talking to members of Congress, because I believe that America does best when we work together. I believe that. Every once in a while, I'm going to need your help to lean on your elected representatives and say, hey, let's do something about this. Even if you don't like it politically, if it's a good idea, let's go ahead and support it. So sometimes I'm going to need constituents to pressure their members of Congress to do the right thing. But where I can, I'm just going to go ahead and take action on my own, including some executive actions that I'm taking today that I'm convinced will spur innovation and help businesses create more jobs. Because we know what's possible when Americans, whether they're Republicans or Democrats or independents, are working together. And when parents and teachers and business owners and local leaders come together. And that's what we're seeing here in Austin. We're seeing people working together, not because of politics, not because of some selfish reason, but because folks here understand that when we're all working together, everybody does better. Everybody succeeds. So over the last 3 years in the Austin area, businesses have created 85,000 new jobs. And companies like Apple and Visa are getting ready to open new offices. General Motors is already hiring at its new innovation center. According to one report, the tech sector now drives more than 1/4 of Austin's economy. And all of this has helped to make Austin one of the fastest growing cities in America.